Hello, 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 dreamers. Perla here. As always, thank you for your love and support. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to the channel. And if you haven't done so, go ahead and do so. We would love to have you. So we have Pisces, Aries, Cusp. Um, you're going MIA. You're secluding yourself, or you're moving. I don't know. There's something like, I don't want to necessarily say that you're hiding. I feel like you are in a time or in a season of your life that you want privacy, not secrecy, privacy. So you may be thinking about like taking some time off from like social media, or maybe from like a certain group of friends or family members or something like that. Like you are doing everything you can to create distance between you and someone, or a group of someone. I keep on hearing very heavily like this is for my mental health, for my mental health, for my mental health. There's something here also like showing like bars, like jail bars, like in jail, like when they have like the bars and stuff like that. Like I'm also seeing that. Maybe maybe you are, maybe you're gonna be incarcerated, or maybe somebody that you know is gonna be incarcerated or whatever, and you're like, I need distance. There's something here where if there's not an actual incarceration, somebody feels trapped, or somebody feels like they're behind bars, like they have no free will, like they are being controlled by either a group of people, or like a person, or like a very specific individual. And there's something here about wanting to separate yourself from that, wanting to isolate yourself from that, because of something that is doing to your mental health, is what I keep on hearing. um One of the things that a lot of people I guess fail to understand a lot of the times is like the overconsumption of things on social media, whether you find them funny or whatever it is, can end up creating like an anxiety symptoms, can end up creating like this energy of like constantly being worried, or like overthinking, or over analyzing, and this and this and that. And it's like, if you're not aware of what triggers you, or if you're not aware of what it is that you're consuming, or how you're spirit handles what you consume, it can become very overwhelming, and it can end up causing issues where you feel like, you're having issues to like your mental status, right? So just kind of be aware of that there's nothing wrong with taking a break. Like, one of the funniest things is like, my sister will usually like text me, and she'll be like, oh my god, did you see this, like something on social media, right? Or like somebody, like a mutual friend or something, will post something like, they got engaged, or this and this and that. And I'll be like, nah. And she's like, but you're always posting. I'm like, exactly, I'm posting. I'm rarely ever looking at things, and it is not because I don't want to. It's just usually I'm spending my time like creating, editing, and uploading, or I'm sleeping. Like, that's just the honest truth, right? So like usually she'll tell me, or somebody will reach out, I'm like, oh my god, did you see this? And I'm like, oh no. And then I'll go to that person's specific page, and I'll look, and I'll be like, congratulations, or whatever it is. But I tend to not over consume things on social media, even if it's just like things that I like, or etc. Because I know that overconsumption of anything, whether too good or too bad, or negative or positive, however it is that you want to word it, can in an essence throw me off guard, right? I have a very, I don't know if to call it like an addictive personality, but I become used to, the medical term for it is OCPD, obsessive compulsive personality disorder. And it links back to like the narcolepsy diagnosis that I have. So when I begin to do something, something can become very routine very quickly. Right. So like, I'm not a very good one like at binge watching TV or anything like that, because it can become a pattern, or it can become it can become something that then I just continuously do, like even if I'm not interested in doing it. I don't know if that makes sense. It's like it becomes an automatic behavior that I just do without like consciously thinking about it. I don't know if that makes any sense. So therefore, when I am scrolling through like social media, when I am watching TV or whatever, I always go in with the intention of like a time limit, right? So if I'm gonna scroll through social media, like I'll put like a 10-minute timer, and I'll go through, like I'll scroll and say like, oh, this is funny, da, da, da. And like those 10 minutes have to account for like all my social media, like scrolling through YouTube, through TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, whatever it is. And once those 10 minutes are up, they're up, right? Unless I actually find like a documentary or something that I can listen to while I'm actually doing other things. But although like for fun, like just consuming shit basically, like I limit my time with that. And that's maybe something that you may have to work on, so that you're not over consuming things that are causing issues to your mental health. I'm thinking about like, for some of you, this is like, um going MIA on somebody that you were either talking to or somebody you were in a relationship with. You're done with the connection, you're done with the relationship, and you're doing everything that you can to set space or distance between you and this individual. Some of you are going to change your number. Some of you, again, are changing like the locks in your door. You're changing your address. You're changing everything so that this person has no access to you. For those of you that are doing that out of necessity, meaning like you had somebody that was abusive or somebody that was like stalking you or something like that after a breakup, like always make sure that you have an emergency plan on hand, okay? Let's go ahead. So we have legal, court paperwork filed. Again, for some of you, this may include something, you know, that is, again, being handled like through the court. Maybe you have a restraining order, whatever it is. The spiritual woke, the self-awareness, the cutting through illusion, and the detachment from ego. The cutting through illusion, that self-awareness energy of what it is that you're consuming and how it is that it's affecting you, or something that, again, I feel may be a little newer to you, or maybe this is the time around or the first time around that you actually want to implement what it is that is surfacing and how it is that certain things are affecting you. Like from what it is that you listen to everything can affect you in one way or another if you are just consuming things aimlessly without paying attention to what it is that you're consuming. Does that mean that you can never listen to a song that has bad words on? Does that mean that you can never see a documentary about this or a movie about horror? No, I'm not saying that. It's about when you are watching these things, when you are listening to these things, you are doing them consciously, and therefore they're not able to rewrite or reprogram a part of yourself that is not true. Hope that makes sense. Well, that is all that I have. Sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing, guys. Take care. Love you all. Bye-bye.